It might be over for Chainsaw Man. Welcome back. We are back for another chapter of Chainsaw Man, chapter 82, titled A Proper Breakfast. But before we jump into any of that, thank you guys for 100 subscribers. At this point in time, me recording this video, we are at 117 subscribers, and we basically are getting a new subscriber every day. I very much appreciate it, and I hope you guys are enjoying the content I am releasing. So yeah, I can't wait to read this chapter because it's either gonna be, oh haha, last week's chapter was a joke, or it's gonna be Fujimoto saying, yeah, this is the depressing times. Hopefully it's not, but we all know it's going to be depressing as fuck. So leave a like on the video if you like this chapter, leave a dislike if you don't like the chapter, and subscribe to the channel so we can get to 1,000 subscribers one day, and I have to come up with something by the next big milestone. So leave some comments down below what you think I should do once we meet the next milestone, which will probably be like 200 subscribers. So yeah, let's get into this week's chapter. Starting off, I don't need to explain to you what happened in last week's chapter. Power got obliterated. So much so that I think that's basically the main reason why my last video did so well, because everyone reading Chainsaw Man had to just see other people's reactions to what happened in that chapter. I even got some cool comments from last week's chapter on the video, and I'm gonna go over because I disagree with all of them. First off, like, you know, a kind of hopeful spirit. I think I'll just say Crisis said Power may or may not be dead. You know, Fujimoto may come up and be like, she's not dead. If that would be the case, that would be great. I hope she's not dead. But that's hopeful thinking. We have EXO Music, who said, I haven't got much to say, but yeah, I feel you. If you watched last week's video, I was in pain. You could see on my face, I was in pain from the idea that Power is dead. And I think that was most of the people that read the last week's chapter would agree. They were in pain. Hypernova congratulated me on 100 subscribers. Thank you, Hypernova. He's always, they are always giving me some good advice, some nice compliments. Fried Pickles, which is their name, did a nice little comparison. They said, Power, happy birthday, Denji. Makima, Hakai, from Dragon Ball, which is very, very hilarious. And then Oz comes up and says, Fujimoto rubbing lemon and salt in the wound. Starting off with the chapter, we're literally where we left off in last week's chapter. Denji and Makima are standing in the door, and they're just looking at Power. Denji has blood on him, and Power's like, Power. Makima's like, let's go sit down. They close the door. And the look on Denji's face is just absolute. He's not comprehending what just happened. As I don't think anyone really would be able to comprehend what just happened. They sit down on the couch, and he's like, oh, this was a dream. And I'm like, Denji, you need to wake up. You need to get out of there now. Freaking, while he's saying it's a dream, Makima's just like, oh. And she lays down on his lap. She starts dying laughing. I'm not gonna lie, she looks kind of adorable. She does look cute when she's laughing. But at the same time, fuck Makima. Fuck her. What is this? Freaking, she's dying laughing. The dogs are all over her. And Denji's like, I must be in the Twilight Zone or something. So once she stops laughing at the idea that Denji had control, or that Denji was in a dream, she tells him to just take off his shirt, and she lays back down on his lap. And she explains to us something we already know, but we haven't thought about in a while. She says, in exchange for living a normal life, which is what Denji wanted to do all along since the story started, Pochita gave himself to become Denji's heart, which is correct. We knew that since chapter 1. Makima makes the point of saying that this wasn't a promise, like a nice friendly promise between two best friends. This was a contract. This was a contract between a human and a devil. And since Makima knew this, she had to think of a way to break that contract. I'm trying to remember the contract off the top of my head. Pochita told Denji to live his best life, to eat good food, meet new people, like live a normal, nice life. And Denji's been doing that. I remember a few chapters ago, I had a thought kind of a theory a while ago that, maybe Denji becoming too much of a devil hunter will null and void the contract and Denji will die. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Here, at least. Oh, shit. So, apparently, the way Makima came up to break that contract is similar to what I was thinking. We know Denji, before Denji met Pochita, even when he met Pochita, he had a shit life. She knew to break the contract, she would have to destroy Denji's heart. Literally and basically figuratively. She would have to make him very unhappy. Which, again, for someone that's come from literally nothing, from dirt, it's gonna be hard to make that person unhappy. So what I'm reading here, she is saying that to make Denji unhappy, to break the contract with Pochita, she first had to make Denji happy. She had to make him the happiest person he's ever been. And what is one of the one things Denji never had but always did want? Besides a girlfriend, besides touching breasts, besides having sex, he wanted friends, which is something he never had besides Pochita, and then Pochita basically left. Makima just killing Power is one thing, but explaining why she did it in the most cold-hearted, heartless bitch of a way, that hurts me more. But I'm loving the character more. I'm so conflicted right now. She keeps going on and saying how she even made him a family, like I was saying. Aki would be the amazing, nice older brother, stern but loving, and Power would be the adorable younger sister. Younger sister. She literally tells Denji, I made you, try to give you as normal, the happy, normal life, just so I could destroy it. That was Makima's plan this entire time. Since we knew her, since the beginning, since the end of chapter 1, this was her plan. And I hate her for it, but I love Fujimoto for the storytelling. Whoa, this doesn't make any sense to me. So she continues on saying that from this point forward, any happiness that Denji gets, she's going to destroy. That's why she killed Reize. Not because she was a threat to the country, because Denji loved her. So she killed her. Makima freaking saying that even if Denji makes new friends, tries to make up a new family, and forgets his current pain, she's just going to kill them on the spot. Because apparently it's time for Denji to pay for his sins. Now, this is where things are getting very confusing to me. Makima tells Denji that she has looked into his past. She has seen his unwanted memories hidden behind a door. Well, she has seen that there are unwanted memories hidden behind a door. Because as a child's brain does that. From being afraid, if a child's been hurt, they can lock away memories for years. And she says, Denji did that. Denji, your dad's death, it wasn't a suicide. You killed him, didn't you? Why? If you don't remember, Denji's father had debt, like a lot of debt with the Yakuza. That's why Denji worked for the Yakuza in the first chapter. But at the very beginning, one of the first pages we see of Denji as a child is the Yakuza guy saying, "Oh, your dad killed himself to try to get out of my debt. Well, now that debt's on you." So apparently, Makima did her digging very well. Apparently, Denji's father was a drunk, which makes sense. And one of his drunken stupors, he tried to kill Denji, and Denji, protecting himself, killed his father. But of course, the Yakuza knew they couldn't get any money out of anybody if he's just dead. So they framed it as a suicide and forced Denji to pay off the rest of the debt. That's what was behind the door. And this is why Denji can't have a normal life. He's killed Aki, even though he could have spared him. He could have locked him up. He killed him. He now helped kill Power, technically. It's broad technical, but technically. And he killed his own father with his own hands. So, no, I would agree. Denji probably could never have a freaking normal life. But that's how the fucking chapter ends. What? The sun rising, eggs being made, bread being toasted, a nice salad and a cup of coffee as Denji's asleep on the couch and freaking Makima eats her breakfast. And that's the goddamn end of the chapter. Why? Why? This is probably my favorite chapter of the entire manga. This chapter alone, because I love a backstory. I love learning things we did not know before. This is probably my favorite chapter of the manga. And I hate it at the same time. I'm not gonna lie. Why did she do this? Why did she want to break the contract with Denji, between Denji and Pochita? Apparently, the Chainsaw Devil has a very strong connection to hell. Apparently, the Chainsaw Devil is what kills devils in hell and sends them back to Earth. We know that. Makima is a devil. Probably not a hybrid. Maybe, no. Okay. Makima made a contract with a devil. Like the Masters, like Denji, like Quan Chi, like Reize. They are devil men in the sense they've made a life bonding contract with a devil. But why does she want to destroy Denji like this? I don't know. If you guys have any idea why, please leave it in the comments. I'm going to be just scouring the freaking Discord discussion boards to Reddit just to try to figure out why. I don't know. God damn, this chapter was amazing. That's the end of the video. Leave a like if you like the video. Leave a dislike if you dislike the video. Subscribe to the channel for more crazy shit like this. Hopefully this starts a whole new arc of Chainsaw Man and just doesn't end like the next 3 chapters. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.
Hey,